All right, so here's what we got for the day. For our fully loaded version, we've got 10 barbell step-ups, 100-meter barbell carry, 20 walking lunges, 100-meter barbell overhead carry, 30 air squats for 2 rounds. Okay, so we've got basically step-up, carry, lunge, carry, squat, do again. And then with this, what we're going to do with the 10 barbell step-ups, right now we have 75 pounds on there as the load. If you're feeling extra spicy and you're like, you know what, I'm going to jack up this weight, make sure you can do 10 in a row no matter what it is. But if you want to put up the weight, put up the weight. If that's you and you want to you jam it up a little bit, so be it. I think we've done a lot of stuff at home unloaded for the last couple weeks. So if you want to pump up the weight a little, you can there. Just make sure you can stay moving through it. Barbell carries are done on the back. Find a place that's appropriate for this. The one thing that I'd recommend is a 50 out, 50 back so you don't get stuck out there. The only issue with the barbell carry is when you go to turn, there's momentum, there's inertia that you have going on. So as you go to turn, make sure you do it slowly and controlled. You don't want to keep going and get twisted and falling over. Weight's light enough, you shouldn't have too much of an issue, but still, it's something that we want to make sure that we're focusing on as we turn. Then we have the 20 walking lunges. Now if you're feeling super badass, feel free to keep the barbell on your back and do those walking lunges. I'm going to suggest against it and just bang out those walking lunges as a nice bodyweight thing to get you resting out from under the bar. But if you really were feeling super crazy, just go for it. However, I would suggest that if you choose to do that for the first round, you have to do it for the second and third round. So it's a bit of a buy-in. You're like, hey, I'm going to do it. Fine, do it. But don't put it down for the next couple rounds. Don't switch halfway through. You made that commitment. You dug your grave. Lie in it. Now, we've got 100-meter overhead barbell carry after that. So if you do it from your back and you're doing the lunges with it, pop it up overhead, and then you're going to carry it overhead back. An overhead carry is different than a barbell carry, just simply because you've got a hard time doing it. It's overhead, it requires more shoulder mobility, it requires more stability. It's a rough movement, but it's fantastic for you. Highly suggest making sure that you're focusing, pushing into the weight more than anything else. Then you do 30 air squats. Now I said do 50 out, 50 back. If you have a 100-meter distance, it's going to work okay because you have the 2 carries, 100-meter out, and then do your stuff out there, and then 100-meter back. But if you want to go 50 out, 50 back because it's more appropriate where you are, that's what I would have to do. So we have a little 50 here. So I would probably do 50 out, 50 back twice more than anything else. And then you do 2 rounds of that. So it's only 2 rounds. It's not 3. It's easier to wrap your head around psychologically. So no biggie there. But then just kind of, move through it. That's our fully loaded. Now partially loaded, or our loaded version, we have the dumbbell step-ups, the dumbbell carry, the 20 walking lunges, 200-meter overhead dumbbell carry, 30 air squats, 2 rounds. Nothing changes really here except the first round you do 20 step-ups instead of 10. With that, I think it's just because it's a slightly less load, so we up the volume just a little bit, and it's only 2 rounds, so it's only 40 total step-ups. Carrying one dumbbell is a little awkward. If you, again, had that one dumbbell and you wanted to make this an extra spicy workout, feel free to make the dumbbell heavier, or feel free to make those walking lunges with a dumbbell. I wouldn't squat with a dumbbell. I like the flush out of just 30 air squats at the end of each round, because it's like I'm putting the weight down, I'm just like moving through 30 air squats. You'll be surprised at how spicy those get by the time you get there. If you want to scale into that back, you can always step up on something lower. You can always carry a shorter distance if you truly wanted to. You can take the walking lunges and make it so they are less walking lunges or less load, and the overhead dumbbell carry can be less load or a less distance. I would prefer to keep all the distances and drop the load rather than keep the load and drop the distances. That's going to be my preference on that one. Anyway, next one we've got fitness. Not fitness, I keep saying that because I'm reading it. It's going to be our unloaded. It's what we've done for so long. Don't worry, we'll get back to it soon. Life's going to return to normal. We've got our unloaded, which is going to be 20 object step-ups, 40 mountain climbers, 20 walking lunges, 40 mountain climbers, 30 air squats. So step up, mountain climber, walking lunge, mountain climber, air squat. You're banging through that. You're just super fun, super easy. It's not super easy at all. Because of the nature of this, you got a step up mountain climber. Those are two kind of similar patterns. The step up and then having get down there and do the mountain climbers, they're gonna compound on each other and get pretty nasty. Especially when you go into the walking lunge, which is kind of like a mountain climber, except you're standing up and you have more weight in that front foot rather than just bringing the leg up. But there's a lot of similar movement patterns. And then back to the mountain climbers and then back into the air squats. This is gonna be a spicy workout for 2 rounds. So if this is you, just make sure that when you're doing this, try to breathe and get as much oxygen and keep a steady pace. Rather than blasting it and rest, I'd like to see a steady but quicker pace for the entirety of the workout, understanding that you're gonna have muscle fatigue and localized muscle fatigue and just cardiorespiratory failure as you hit to certain places depending on your fitness level. So with that, if we wanted to pull it back, we could always do the step ups on a lower object, whether it's a bench or you can move it down to a pillow or whatever it is, you can move it smaller, shorter. The mountain climbers, you can always not bring the foot as far forward. We prefer to bring the foot further forward and go a little slower, but if you don't have to, you can always bring it less of a distance forward. Try to keep the 40 number, but if you have to, you can always pull that back to 20, so half it. Walking lunges. Walking lunges can be done as walking, or they can be done in place, or they can be done as step back. Just make sure that you're not having to push off your leg coming up too much. If you are, drop the reps back to like 10 to 15, depending on exactly where you're failing there. Mountain climbers, same deal, and air squat. I think everybody should be doing the 60 air squats, unless that's truly a movement for you, where you got something going on, you're new to this, in which case, maybe find a pole or an object, something you can lean on and work your way to the bottom and stand back up, and treat this more as a workout of how well you can move throughout the entirety of the workout rather than the speed. Again, we're always trying to prioritize right now movement over speed, and then build up the speed as you know the movement's good. We're gonna start things off today with something kind of fun, the jumping jack game. So let's start doing jumping jacks. So, start slow. The coordination should be when you're out, your hands hit at the top. When you come here, your hands hit at the sides. So it's overhead sides, overhead sides. I just landed on that thing right there. Do some light here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it up. So instead of the feet going side to side, feet are gonna go front to back. So you're still meeting here, then you're going front to back. Here, front to back. Here, front to back. Oh, I blew it there. It's easy to blow it. I'm gonna let you know right now. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start doing these side to side, and then I'm gonna say front to back. Okay, ready? And front to back. Okay, side to side. Okay, front to back. Oh, geez, front to back, front to back. Okay, relax for a second. Calves are starting to light up, things are going weird. Put your foot out. Give me a couple circles off to the right. This is more tiring than I thought it was. Here we go. Circle, circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. And then circle it back the other way. Oh, switch sides. Circle, circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. Oh, geez. Circle, circle, circle. Other way. Circle, circle, circle. Okay, back to the jumping. I'm gonna add some more flair. Here we go. So we're doing our jumping. So now without moving the feet, without switching what we're doing with the feet up, when I say rotate left, you're gonna rotate left. When I say rotate right, you're gonna rotate right. If your feet and hands get out of sync, so be it. Okay, ready? Here we go. Rotate right. Rotate right again. Whoa. Rotate right again. Whoa. Rotate right again. Okay. Here we go. Rotate left. Rotate right. Rotate left. Oh, dang it, that was my right. Rotate right. Rotate left. Rotate right. Woo! All right. Stretch it out. Shake out those legs. It's gonna get really funky. One more time here, but blood's flowing. Feel like the blood's going here. Okay. Drop to the bottom of the squat for me. So drop on down here. Push the elbows on the inside of the knees. Let's just chat. We're gonna add one more piece of flair. We're gonna try to combine those two. So we're gonna be jumping, and we're gonna do Jump wide, jump narrow, jump split, jump narrow, jump split, jump narrow, jump wide. So it's gonna look like this. You can stay down in the bottom of the squat. Boom, 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 boom. And then keep rotating through. So let's see if we can do this. I say we, I mean me. Here we go. Start it with me if you want to, up to you. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no! Boom, 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 boom. Yes! I'm doing it! Mom! Oh, Mom, I'm a real boy! Essentially, that's the pattern we're going for. Keep trying though. Keep rotating through it. Okay? Yeah, okay. I feel pretty good about what I just did there. That was a good little thing. Now here's what we're gonna do. Same thing, but every once in a while we're gonna rotate. I'm gonna say rotate right or rotate left, and whatever jump we're in, we're gonna have to rotate to the next one. Join along with me. No laughing, this is not about fun. Here we go. That's sarcasm. Again, doesn't read well over camera. Here we go. Okay. Jump, 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 jump. Rotate. Right. Rotate. Right. Rotate. Left. Oh God, my hand's going. All right, that's good. Maybe try a couple more of those. We're gonna call it a day there. That was ridiculous. That was hard. Okay, well, now that the blood's flowing, let's move into some other stuff. All right, now we're gonna work on the push-up progression stuff, and this one is going to be pretty difficult. It's going to be plank, shoulder taps, and then push-ups. So it's gonna be tap, tap, push-up, tap, tap, push-up. You're looking to do 10 reps every 90 seconds, which is pretty brutal. So here's what it's gonna look like. You can always choose to do whatever variation of the push-up you're able to do, or even drop it back a little bit in this, just due to the volume of what's going on here. So what we're essentially looking to do is tap one shoulder, tap the other shoulder, push up. Tap, tap, push up. That's what it looks like on the knees. If you're up here, you go tap, tap, push up, that's one, tap, tap, push up, that's two, tap, tap, push up, that's three, and we gotta do 10 of those every 90 seconds. Now, if you have to turn it into 10 of those every 2 minutes, so be it. But essentially, we're looking to get 10 of those done every 90 seconds for 6 sets. So we want 60 total push-ups done with 220 shoulder taps. Choose the type of push-up, the type of push-up that you are working on, or maybe something one step back in difficulty. Something that's maybe raised up on a box, because the volume here is a little bit high with that push-up. Again, if you're not here in the push-up progression, you have another thing, talk to your coach about exactly what you need, but that's what we're popping in here, is a little bit of this push-up progression program. Good luck. All right, for these next little pieces here, remember, talk to your coaches about what sits in these places, what these movements are, and how you should move through them. I'm suggesting that you guys reach out to your coaches, have them send you a little video on what these look like, so that way you have as much engagement as you possibly can. You could probably get it through most of the videos that are here, that are already in this. If you have a question about a movement, again, just reach out to a coach, say, hey, what is this movement? How do I do this? And hopefully they've given you enough information to work your way through it. The fully loaded and the partially loaded, you guys have some variation to work off of there. Very similar, but you got some weight. You go down to the unloaded, and you've got some movements, basically just a review for the actual workout. So get through it, and also don't forget about that lovely warm down afterwards. The warm down, usually when we're doing some stretching and some posing, is a great time to take a post-workout selfie, send it to your coach, post it in the Facebook group, have some fun. Good luck, and enjoy the day.